Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday and welcome to my platform. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I won't be before you long, but I'm just going to come on here and talk about a great topic that we all do. We all do this, but some of us are not aware of what we're doing. You know what that topic is? Judging others. That's right. Judging others. You know, we can meet a person and we really don't know them, but we already have a perspective that, I don't like this person. But you have not given them a chance to really see the true nicety of them. You may judge a person the way they talk, the way they walk, what they have, material things such as houses, cars, etc., etc., the way they dress. You know, we judge people in a way, and I'm not saying everyone does this, but it's often, very often that it happens. And to be honest, we all do it. We all do it, or we all have done it. Maybe once or twice in our life until we actually get to know that person. And then we have to say, you know what? I misjudged you. So my thing is, I'm always talking to someone. But my thing is, don't judge anyone until you actually know the truth. Because sometimes facts will mislead you, but the truth will never mislead you. I want to say that again. Sometimes facts will mislead you, but the truth will never mislead you. And how can we get down to the bottom of the root of the problem? It's really having a conversation with someone. Have that conversation with them. I was on the phone and I was talking to someone and they were sharing the experience about how someone had judged them. And this person continued to harass. It turned into harassment. Continue to harass this person by constantly asking questions. Well, how do you do that? How did you manage before then? Blah, blah, blah. And the question began to really disturb this person. But the person never did get what they really needed from the other person that was on the line. But it really disrupted my spirit, because when the person told me how abrasive this person was on the other end and judgmental, very judgmental, and it disturbed my spirit, because when we're in certain positions, as a case manager, a case worker, a social worker, a clinical manager, or whatever, any leadership position, we should have a mindset to serve those who need our assistance. We should have a mindset to serve them without judging them. But we often judge people. Especially if we have pulled some data from the system, the data system. And we are looking at that. But sometimes the data system that we pull from may be old information. But regardless if it's old or new or it's accurate right then and there, being in a leadership position, we should not judge that just by paperwork. We actually should have a grown folks conversation with one another so we can be of service to that person. For instance, when someone come in my office, the first thing I greet them. The second thing I say, how may I help? How may I help you? Because that let them know that I am there to serve them, to give them a service, to help their need, whatever need that may be. How may I help you? You know, I don't judge this person because I look at the facts and I look at the realness that they are on that side of the desk and I'm on this side of the desk. And I could be easily on their side because the time that we're living in is struggling time. It's hardship out there. I see it day in and day out. And the mental mind state that some of us are in, it is so, I tell you, it is so disturbing. People are out here struggling and trying to make it day by day. And some of them don't even know how they're going to make it without our assistance. So please do not be judgmental. Just because you think you got it going on, it can easily be taken from you. And being in a leadership position, you have to have the right heart. You have to have the right mindset to serve people. Because we never know what they have been through. We don't know what kind of battles that they have faced. We don't know what it took to get there. We don't know the struggles that it taken over the years just to sit down in front of us. And it's a lot of people, when you get to really know them and talk to them or interview them, they don't really want assistance because most of them have worked all of their life. Most of them have really been successful. But when hardship hit you, then you need help. And that's with anybody. So we as leaders and in our leadership position, we should keep this in mind. It could have been us. We should keep in mind we never know the struggles of the battles that they are facing, the storms they have been through to get to us for assistance. So don't be judgmental because you could lose everything just like that. You could lose things because first of all, it was God that give us the things that we need. He supplies our every need. He give us the wisdom to obtain wealth. But what are you doing with that wealth? How's your mindset? Are you controlling your wealth? And wealth don't mean that you have to be rich. Wealth is determined in many scenarios. Wealth is determined that you have a roof over your head, you have transportation, you have food, you don't have anything to worry about. Your needs are being met without a struggle or a battle. That can be wealth all by itself. Wealth doesn't mean that you have to have a whole bunch of money and you're wealthy. It determines how you look at wealth. It determines how you define wealth in your own way. So I got on here to say, don't judge people. Don't judge people. How they look, how they speak, what they have. But get to know that person. Get to know that person. Get to know that person. I want to keep saying that. Get to know that person, because we are so quickly to judge people and to mark them off, to X them off, just because, oh, I don't like that person. She came in here thinking she all Miss Big Stuff. She came in here with an attitude. Well, if that person do come in there with an attitude, we still don't know what they've been through. And the struggles and the fears and the storms that you have been through or they have been through, sometimes it places an attitude on your spirit. And sometimes that person don't mean that. But when you be kind to them and they settle down in their spirit, then kindness will come back to you. Kindness will come back to you. But if you get disrupted, if you get discombobulated, if you get aggressive, then it will come back to you. You don't have to be the way that someone else is. You don't have to be aggressive because someone else is aggressive. You learn how to be kind and do the right thing. I tell people that all the time. Do the right thing. Even if it feels uncomfortable, do the right thing. Because when you do the right thing, God have your back. And good things will come to you. But when you do things with a motive behind it, then you will have sour grapes, sour lemons coming back to you. Your pocketbook or your hands will be empty. Favor will not come to you. You will not expect anything good if you treat a person like they're nothing. So I wanted to come on here quickly. Don't judge. And if you're going to judge, this is the tip for this year. If you are going to judge someone, point the finger at yourself first. Judge yourself first and see that you have lined up with the Word of God. Get that plank out of your eye. Get that stone off around your neck. Okay? Because we all have sinned and come short of God's glory. So the next time you judge someone, point the finger at yourself first. And if you have never sinned and you are great and perfect, then you continue on to do what you're doing. So happy Sunday. Thank y'all and welcome, welcome, welcome for everything. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. I really enjoy everyone for, just being on my platform. And make it a happy Sunday. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.